Okay. Well, those are done, and I put the porches on them. Um, this one piece of decor is restricted to outdoors. The porch itself doesn't count as outdoors. Um, it took as many materials as the house, but it only took an hour. But it was weird that it took the same amount of materials. Um, but, so, and I have moved all the flaming elements and the log stack and the firewood stack outdoors now that the porch is done for the log cabin set, which I put in here. This is the industrial set. I didn't bother to move that. I spent every cooking metal I had on the ramen wallpaper. This is the Capital Chic set with a flooring that actually goes pretty well with it. This one actually got arranged in here, and I haven't put one in here yet. Not all sets have the same pieces, or the same number of pieces, but I'm trying to be fairly consistent in how I lay them out. Excepting for, doorways. I don't need to do this from out here. Oh, I did also sort things. Trophies and wallpapers and flooring. And those. That may actually be a set, but it was bought in a non-standard way. Anyway, the Bellflower set is not complete yet. The Dragontide set is not complete yet. The Homestead set could be it. I actually have 3 duplicate pieces, and I don't know why. The Kilima set is complicated because some trophy rewards are also labeled Kilima because that's the name of the place. But the Kilima set is complete. Makeshift is being accumulated. Moonstruck is incomplete. Ranch House is complete. I think I'll just do that one. I wonder if that wallpaper I don't like. Well, one of them. One of the other floors work better for that. I'm wondering if Mormu's horn will work with that. The flooring I've got is fine. Okay. I'll readjust you after. both have benches. Which could viably be outdoor seating. That's not how I used you. You know what? Some of this shit's going outdoors. Putting you there without the couch where it should be. Like, I try to center that there, but sometimes the couch sticks out too far. Okay, it's done it once. Even that one centered. That one is lopsided. That bench could go outside. Just like, wooden Bambi, could go outside. Some of that set is intended to be exterior. Some of these are wider than others. You will, however, like this one isn't particularly wider than the bed itself. Yeah. And you can I'm not actually leaving leg room, I'm just leaving room around it. Okay. You... Oh. Yeah, you're a bigger dining table. That's okay. And the chair gets tucked in at the long end. You don't tuck in because of the way the legs are. Fine. You get sat at like a desk. Not that you let me tuck in that way either. Some of them have pantry type stuff. You clearly want to face outward. Floor cabinet. Well, we'll see. You are the wardrobe. No, you are not. Go over there. Oh, I hit the wrong key. You can't go up that high. And you can't be above that part. Weird. Those I've been putting over the bed, centered, just to be consistent. You don't have a screen, so you can just do that. Off. Oh. Right. No, that's the wardrobe. And that's the pantry. Great. You're gonna be in the way. This one's bigger. I didn't look at the name. Yeah, no. That's, right. Now there's just this, which... except for needing to hang higher, and so you interfere with the top of it. I hadn't intended for the sets to have stuff that belonged outdoors, or absolutely needed to be outdoors, so that just kind of worked out, that those were the ones with the porches. Since they don't actually take up storage. Sorting them like this is helpful. But yeah, work in progress. Oh, yeah. These grew out, so I have that's all there is. Well, I mean, there's the growth boost that the apple trees provide, but quality and quantity, and quality and quantity, and quality and quantity. It's all copper and cotton and corn, and then because you only have that on one side, you're not actually getting any bonuses. That one has it on 2, so it gets... Wait. You're getting the growth boost even though it's only on one side. Is it because it's on both blocks? Weird. Anyway. Peppers. I did make, you know, some seeds out of the apples I have, but I'm not through the stock enough to actually be to the point of preserving those apples yet. I'll get there. I'll get there. Oh, right. You're fine. I don't think I have the materials to make any of the stuff that's left. I need a lot of flow. I've also been going out to get pallium. Because, you know, I would have run out. Actually, I did run out. But, so, yeah. Materials upon materials upon materials. And then, of course, there's all the excess lumber. I ran myself out of bug stuff. Bug bombs. Yeah. For me, the primary use of these. But I ran myself out of those. will need them for the bugs that provide silk. I think I sold all the overflow bugs I'd caught. You're harder to get, and you're giftable to her, so it's fine having an extra. I could just sell you to get you out of the way, but it's fine. And really, if you're farming something, you really need to be dedicated to just the one task. Well, if you're farming flow, you need to be dedicated to the task and one kind of tree. And the heartwood trees, the pine trees, have a better rate, so just those. And not get distracted with too many other things, because, again, you need most of your inventory space for the lumber, for the trees that you're farming, hoping that they will respawn as flow. Which is why it works better when there's a group of you, because then the storage for all that lumber is divvied up, but you all get the flow for it. How much? I've got 3 sets that are still being worked on. The Kilima set. That's not what I wanted. The Homestead set. Oh, and Makeshift. So that's 6 then. 3 in the works. Homestead, Kilima. Makeshift. Yeah. So, 6 more rooms. To be able... Oh. This. If that's a set, accumulating it's gonna be a nightmare because of how I got that piece. The cat's shop gives you lucky coins, which you can redeem for a lucky box, which if you redeem it at the thing in the shop, you get a random little stack of resources. But there's another redemption thing in the hidden shop. And I finally remembered, before I used the coin in the regular shop, to go down, and that's what I got. A piece of furniture from a set you can't make. Like, I've been fishing up and otherwise finding the makeshift stuff. But that one, anywho. Um, the only one who's not at 3 yet wakes up early, so... Why do you stand outside their house that early?
Oh, what
Creep.
is it? Come speak to me again after you've done something.
Yeah. She's supposed to be telling me what that one is. But she's just not. Since I've already given her that, and the only thing I remember that she asked for otherwise was fucking silk, which I'm using, so no. Also, you're a miserable bitch and I don't want to, so no. So she is dragging along. Oh, right. Because fishing. straight enough line away from me that I could maybe, but I'm not bothering. That's fine. Because, oh, you're ready. Because I've been getting iron while working for and waiting for Pallium, and so much fucking heartwood. I have actually made better arrows, and can make the stacks of those, because I've got the materials. So I'm planning on working my way through these standard copper arrows, and then moving to my fine iron ones. I think I have a stack. Yeah. It can be gifted to a couple of people. And some crafting was done with it. Water it when it needs harvest. Oh, right. Corner ones don't get growth boost. So. And you haven't actually gotten through any of those yet. That's probably fine. There's more of these out. Now, since the seeds I've planted are all quality, it's gonna be unlikely to get stuff that isn't. Not impossible, but Just barely. So many things on fire in and on a wooden house. Not a great plan. And just open flames. Not even a fireplace, which I could buy and haven't. So, that takes a lot of seeds, but fewer types. So, I should maybe put one more of those back out, but I'd have to go buy a license for that or put something else away to do it. Just thinking about alternate ways to go about that. When I have both of those, honestly, even once I have the rest of it, figure have another room there, basically have a U that goes around like that with the far edges as a buffer. Of course, that's still leaving all of my actual crafting stuff outdoors. I haven't accounted for rooms for any of that, because frankly it's easier to access just sitting out. Um, would cover the rooms for all the sets, not counting that one piece I got from the cat. If there ends up being different seasonal sets, I may have them all in that one room with just the different wallpapers on each of the walls, because there's not actually a lot of pieces to it, so I could compress it down. Progress. Sort of. Lots of material farming. The actual farming is just kind of happening alongside, but farming for pallium and fucking flow. Which is why that's what I keep requesting. I've had greater than 0 of them fulfilled, which was, more than I expected, but still, not many. So, that fucking lumber. Alright. Watching me farm for materials is... You've seen it once, you understand the process, it's not that complicated. At least with the pallium, there are locations where it does just happen. It doesn't happen just out in the wild where you randomly mined a spot and it happened to respawn as pallium. There are places where there's the high likelihood of, if you mine these rocks and you need to mine the rocks, and not everybody does, they just scavenge from the labor of others, because if you don't mine the rocks that are there, they won't respawn, and potentially respawn as pallium. Same with the farming for flow. If people aren't chopping the trees, they're just reaping the rewards from the labor of others. The only way to make that actually efficient is space and time wise is to actually do it as a group. Pallium, not necessary. But yeah, at least the pallium has places where you're basically guaranteed to get it if you mine some rocks and wait. The flow doesn't have that. Alas.